Good day, my people. Good morning to all the Biafrans, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind. This news is for all my brothers and sisters out there. There is a great rumor that is flying on the air. It's really impressive, but I don't want to let the cat out of the basket. I just want to be sure of what I'm hearing, because the news have confirmed it, but it's not yet quite clear that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be released today by 5 p.m. in the evening. The news have just confirmed it. I had it from the right source, but I don't want you to begin to emphasize on this very news, because I just want to be sure. And when I am sure, I will come back with the great news, as I always do. Even before then, the Southeast Royal Fathers, the bishops, the pastors, the imams, even the native doctors, all have joined hands to tell Malami Abubakar and what did they call him and his name again? President Muhammadu Buhari, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra leader, and the pilot that is piloting the affairs of the Igbo nation, to let him go. But it seems like the so-called Malami and Buhari, they are playing one kind of gimmick politics with the elders of our land, with all the founding fathers of Igbo, and the elders of Ohanese. That is what the game they are playing. But I want to remind Malami and Buhari that this game they are trying to play, I hope they will win the game. Because if not, by the end of this game, they will be the one to be on the run from that zoological republic of Biafra, of Nigeria, because Biafra is taking over. Let me read the news of this morning, that the federal government of Nigeria has been called upon to immediately release our leader, the embattled leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Onyendu Okechukwu Nnamdi Kanu. The call was made earlier, late Tuesday evening, by the Council of Southeast Traditional Rulers, the pastors, the dignitaries of every respective homes and offices, even the bishops, the imam, on the recent appeal court order which freed Kanu of all the charges brought against him by Nigeria government. So everybody is hitting the head on the nail, telling Malami Abubakar and President Muhammadu Buhari, including the zoological DSS custody that is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to free him and let him go. Recalls the court in its October 13 ruling also accused the government of breaching the international laws of IPOB's extradition from Kenya to Nigeria. They are hitting all these points to let this man know that the time has come for the people of Israel to let go. As it was in the days of the old, when God was calling on Pharaoh, Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh refused. The call was made on several occasions, but Pharaoh yielded deaf ears to the gods calling him to let the Israelites go. Rather, he tightened his heart. But when the time is right, Pharaoh was begging the Israelites, even giving them all his golds and diamonds for them to go. He was pleading to them, please, you people can go. That is the same case that is happening to Nigeria at the moment. The elders of the land with their offer, the pastors with their Bibles, the native doctors with all their offers, and the rest of them, they are knocking it on the ground, calling Malami, Abubakar, and Buhari to let Nnamdi Kanu go. And they refused. Even while extraditing him from Kenya to Nigeria illegally, they have been calling. Even the United Nations have called and they refuse to hear. I say according to Igbo dialect. So I don't know how I can translate this to English. But what am I trying to say is that if these people refuse to hear to the voice that is calling to them, which is they represent the voice of God, a time shall come when they will be on their knees begging Biafra to go, and Biafra will say, we are not enough. Then Biafra will have the right to choose the states they want for themselves. Not even the one that belongs to Biafra. They can choose as many states as we want and say, all these territories belong to Biafra. And they have no choice than to do what? Than to obey and say, okay, you people can go with it. Based on the court ruling, the council ordered the federal government to comply immediately. That is what they are telling him. And because of this, that is the outcome of this news, led them to decide that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed by 5 p.m. today, being the Wednesday, 19th day of October 2022. It has been written. I see it as a kind of rumor, but I heard it from a right source that this is what is going to happen today. So let my people out there, the Biafrans, the lovers of freedom, them that have been fighting in tooth and nail by physical aspect part of it, by social media, in all their endeavors, that have been fighting in one way or the other to make sure that every corner of the Biafra land, both home and abroad, get to know about this news. Because the release of the IPOB leader Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace and sanity not only to the Biafra land but to the entire nation as a whole, because he is a sender from above. Based on the court ruling, they have urged him to release him immediately, but if he refused, the repercussion and the outcome will be so much unbearable for the zoological and also Malami and Buhari to bear. They argue that the IPOB leaders release is an opportunity to restore peace in the region and build trust again, and that is where we stand. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, or you regret it later. We are talking to Malami, who said that he is the AGF, that he cannot respect the rule of law or to agree with the appellant ruling of discharging and acquitting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of all the charges brought upon him. The council's position was made known in a statement signed by the chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, Nnaemeka Achebe, Methodist Archbishop of Umuahia, Chibuzo Opoko, chairman of the Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, LOC, Agubuzu, and the Catholic Archbishop of Onitsha, Valerian Okeke, including all the whole Dibias, both mentioned, both present and absent, including Akwa Okoko. All of them put hand to sign that they have to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and this news came later Tuesday evening. That is why they have taken the drastic decision, making sure that Nnamdi Kanu will be released today, being Wednesday. The statement reads, "We welcome this judgment and assert that the wisdom of the appellate court presents a timely and unprecedented opportunity to overcome the challenge of trust that has obstructed the path to peace and opens the window to winning the hearts and minds of the people." The statement reads, that is from the elders of Biafra land. We therefore unequivocally support the call for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in line with the unanimous judgment of the court that his extradition and subsequent trial was illegal and the lower court had no jurisdiction to such case. And that is the truth. Discharged, not acquitted, according to Malami and Buhari. Meanwhile, the Muhammadu Buhari led administration had related to the ruling of the Court of Appeal concerning the trial of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB, and also the autopilot of the Biafra agitation, Nnamdi Kanu. Reacting in a statement signed by his media head, Dr. Umar Jibril Gwandu, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, stated that the court only discharged Kanu and not acquit him. Who said so, Malami? Who told you? Where did you go to school? Did you ever read? I wonder how they can bring or brought an unqualified element from God's nowhere to make him the AGF, to make him the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice. Somebody who cannot read and write, who don't know the difference between discharged and acquitted, and only discharged, not acquitted. The Court of Appeal have said it in black and white, in bold. They said Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged and acquitted. So get that into your call, Malami, and let him go. That is the news I have for my people this morning. Please endeavor to share this news that our leader, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the IPOB, the pilot that is piloting the affairs of Biafra land, will be out today in a joyful mood. We can no longer be sad again. We can no longer mourn again, because the leader, the Odogu, the Ogidigada will come out today, being Wednesday, 19th day of October in the year 2022. I will be back again to bring us the better news that will also make all our mind to be cooler. Please endeavor to share this message to all your brothers and sisters, friends and well-wishers out there, all the Biafrans both home and abroad. As you get this message, share it around to every platform that you followed. Let them be aware that Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released as soon as possible. That is my news for all of us here. Have a nice day, and may the Chukwu Okiabiama guide and protect us on our daily endeavors. As I prayed, he said, so shall it be. I'm going to keep my people.